All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fantasy Commissioner. Right now, I am getting ready to go over the upcoming trip we have. I was trying to close something out here on the old computer. I apologize, guys. All right, here we go. So, this is the 2024 Pro Football Hall of Fame trip stream, just to go over a few things. This year will be myself, joined by Nick Ritz, Nick Ergang, Ian Rice, and Tony Mize. Same group that went last year. I think they would all agree it was a good time. We stayed at a different place last year, and we'll be staying at a different place this year. So this year we're doing a Airbnb. It's a house. Everyone will have their almost everyone will have their own room. There's two bedrooms, so there's 6 beds. It's 5 of us going. 2 of the rooms have 2 beds in each of them, so 2 people will have to share a room. We can figure that out on the drive, of course. Also, this year we'll be taking my wife's Yukon, the same vehicle we took last year, so plenty of room for everybody. The one difference that's going to happen this year is I'm going to actually use our roof rack luggage for up top, so to free up a little more room for Tony in the back. Also, we'll be bringing this year, where we're staying doesn't have a grill, so I figure since we're staying in a house and everything, we can kind of maybe do some cooking instead of going to restaurants for everything. So just throwing some ideas out there. Well, before I get to that, so Thursday, August 1st is when we're leaving. I'd like to try to be on our way 7:38 in the morning, same time as last year. So some of them I'm going to throw at you. If you guys watch this, you can respond to me or do the group text if possible. I'd say it's probably the best way to go, so everyone's involved. If you guys want to do breakfast before, like we did last time, we could. Where we ate last time is currently closed. They had some issues with the building, and we're doing some repairs. There's other places we can go, of course, or we can just hit the road and grab something on the way. So we leave, we get down to the house, check in, of course, and so in my mind, I'm thinking that we could pre-bring some stuff. I could bring, if you guys just want to grill burgers that night, we could. Because by the time we get there, we're not going to do something super fancy, I don't think, or something super time-consuming. So we can discuss a lot of the stuff, of course, on the drive. I'm sure I'll text you guys also with other ideas. Friday, so then Thursday, let's say we grill burgers and chips or whatever. If we bring our own drinks, or we can stop. There's a grocery store, like 5 minutes from where we're staying, so it's a pretty good one. It's that Giant Eagle supermarkets. They're pretty highly rated from what I've heard. There is a Meijer. It's about 15 minutes away. But I'm fine with going to the Giant Eagle. So then we'll let's say we eat, go to the game. It's about 15 minutes from where we're staying, which of course is a lot closer than before. We go to the game afterwards. If we want to do something afterwards, we can, or we can just go back to the house and do whatever. Friday, we have no rush. Of course, we're going to Pittsburgh on Friday. We're going to the baseball game in Pittsburgh. We can leave whatever time to go there. It is roughly around 2 hours max, depending traffic, I guess. It's a good drive, though. It's not bad as long as there's no road construction. There's things to do in Pittsburgh. One place we used to always go eat at was called Jerome Bettis's restaurant, his bar and grill. That no longer exists. Jason Aldean bought that, so we could go to that. It's going to be right where we park. We park at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette parking lot. I want to say it was like $10 for the entire day. Might have been 12. Lord knows, of course, it may have gone up by now, but it's not bad either way. I mean, for as long as we might be parked there. I did look up. There are no tours of Heinz Field, which one time Ritz and I did that one with Brady, and that was a good time. We enjoyed that, but that's not accessible anymore because it's. I think next Wednesday is actually the last day that they're going to do tours. I think they shut it down for the season. But we can go anytime we want to Pittsburgh. We can go around town, or we can. We all did the Hall of Fame tour last year, so we don't want to do that. I'm trying to think of other things that Ritz and I. There's has been a boat race in the past. I've been trying to find out if it's. I haven't seen it yet. I'll actually check after this, see if that's going. That was a lot. Ritz would even say that was a good time. That was completely free. But yeah, so I figure most of the day on Friday will be eating in restaurants. And then after the game, we'll just come back to the house. And then Saturday is the induction. It's at noon again this year, unfortunately. I wish they'd put it back at night. Trying to think. Obviously, Nick's been to it. I don't know if Tony's been to a night one yet. I think the one Tony went to was the first one Tony went to. I think was also noon. So trust me, it's a lot better. The reason the noon one sucks is it's the sun. Just it's bright, it's hot. It makes seeing things a little bit harder, I think. So it is. I preferred it when it was later at night, but that's out of our control, of course. So induction starts about noon. It'll be done by 3. So as far as we have nothing planned for that night, I know Tony was really really wanted to go see the SummerSlam. I said we could watch it on TV. Just kidding. So as far as Saturday night, it's free. It's open. What we could do. Last year I wouldn't mind grilling that night for sure. We can do steaks or whatever that night. Have a really good meal. Unless you guys change your mind and say, hey, let's just go to a restaurant. Trying to think of things. In the past, I know we did one time went to a pool hall. That wasn't bad. And that's not far from where we're at. I know I've brought up movies before. A lot of people aren't keen on that. There is a pretty big movie coming out this weekend, though, called Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see it this weekend, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't mind see it again if you guys want to do that. We could. There is a baseball game in Pittsburgh. In Cleveland. I guess we could go to that. If you guys want to go see another baseball game, we could do that. There wasn't much for concerts in the area. Or we could just go back to the house, relax, talk. I'm going to bring my PlayStation 5. We can play some brand new college football 2024, 25, whatever it's called. And I haven't even played it yet. I just got it Friday. I haven't even touched it yet. Just haven't had a chance. But that was one thing I thought we could do. I'll bring that. Bring another couple baseball game. I'll bring basketball game. Just things that if anyone wanted to play, that anyone could just jump in and do it. Nothing complicated. Also, I am going to probably bring this. If we wanted to jump on, we've never done it. I've talked about it, but now that we're actually going to have a house and have a solid Wi-Fi system, not a hotel one, we could even do a stream on this one. Just a Hall of Fame weekend stream. All 5 of us just talk about the time we're having, those types of things. We could do other stuff. I've been trying to get that series going. I did 1 episode. I have a whole bunch of them are done. It's got to actually just do them. And I thought that'd be a cool one. If you guys want to do it with me, I'll say who I drafted, and then we can break it down, or we could do a stream, talk about the upcoming draft for our league. But I think it'd be cool to at least do a stream talking about the weekend. Nothing. Excuse me, nothing long, even like an hour. That's not that bad. Um, but there's other things. We can talk a lot about this on the trip. I did not I did not do an itinerary this year. Did that intentionally because it seemed like it wasn't very popular amongst people, but that's okay. So that's Saturday, and then Sunday, of course, we have to pack up and leave. And then we also we go into for the round table. So it says we have to be checked out of the house by 10. So we'll make sure we do that, which is okay because we got to go to the round table thing anyways. We will probably have a little bit of time to kill before it starts at noon. I'm trying to find out. It says they're doing a tailgate, which they did a tailgate about 3 years ago. That was all outside, but that one it was the seating for the round table was almost like normal floor seating. This says we still have a table, like we did last year, and which is good. I'd rather have a table, trust me. Which makes me wonder if it's a tailgate, but still a plate dinner. Now I did reach out to one of the heads of it, who I've been dealing with now for about 10 years with this. She has not responded to me yet, which is not normal. I don't know why. Maybe the only thing I wonder is she got promoted or whatever, but that's not her area anymore. Of course, I guess she could still respond, or maybe she retired. I don't know. I never actually met her, so I don't know how old she is. But hopefully I'll hear something from her soon. But yeah, overall looking forward to this trip. So as far as the grill, like I said, I'm bringing, it's just one of those Coleman like camp grills, propane, which is more than enough I think for the 5 of us. I got tongs. I went and bought a couple seasonings today. I got just a hamburger, like a McCormick hamburger seasoning, and a Montreal steak. So if you guys wanted to bring something else, feel free. Like I said, we could hit the grocery store on the way, or when we get there, and or I guess I could even bring some stuff if you guys wanted. So yeah, just think about it. We have we leave next Thursday, so we have a little more than a week and 3 days to figure it out, what we want to do, what we want to bring on the trip. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could think of we need to bring or want to bring. The house does have, it's got a TV, of course. I don't think we're not going to have a party. She said there's a fire pit. I didn't see it in the pictures, so I'm not sure what to do with that. I guess we could always if it does have fire pit, we could always get one of those little things of wood. I don't know why I had to make this symbol. I guess that's me carrying the wood. I guess I should have planned this out a little bit better. That's what itineraries are good for, because when I had the itinerary, I went right off that last time. So right now I'm just kind of doing it freehand here. But yeah, looking forward to the trip. Good time as always. Drive should be pretty smooth. I haven't seen the weather yet. It's looking hot. Again, you don't have to. There's no necessarily dress up. Like I say, the dinner itself, I always say business casual. I wouldn't mind, if possible, trying to get into that. I thought about trying to get us into the Don Shula restaurant, but they completely blocked that out. No reservations at all. Where last year there was we had reservations last year for the Friday for lunch. That's blocked out now too. So I'll keep digging into some Pittsburgh locations to go to other than Jason Aldean. I just really picked that one out because I know exactly where it is, and it looks like it's a good time. It's got some kind of stage. If you want, just look up Jason Aldean Restaurant, Pittsburgh. I guess it's got a stage where I think they do performances. I'm not sure. I doubt they do it on a Friday we'll be in a baseball game, probably when they would do it. I don't know why I did this either. Pretty well in here. But no, I'm gonna cut this now. Again, looking forward to seeing you guys. Try to be here no late, at the very latest 8 o'clock, so we can throw as quickly as possible and get there and get doing what we gotta do. I figure I'm gonna go to the store. If we get there too early, because it says 3, I'll see if we can get us in earlier. But I know some places they're pretty strict on that 3 o'clock time frame. But I'll talk with the person, see if I can get us earlier if we get there earlier. And then, yeah, I figure we could, like I said, do burgers before the game. If you guys are good with that, or any burgers, dogs, whatever. I don't want anything, super time consuming. And then we can make Saturday the bigger meal that we do. We could grill some steaks, do some baked potatoes, or whatever. Yeah. So again, looking forward to seeing you guys, talking some football, talking life, talking. I'm sure there'll be some political talk going on as well. Tony's favorite. But yeah, be safe, guys, and looking forward to seeing you on this trip. And for anyone else who watched this, hey, maybe one day you'll get to go with us. And for any of the guys in the football league, the draft is coming right around the corner. Looking forward to that. Got the draft board, got a couple draft wraps coming this year. And I think I have one of our former owners coming. He's got to confirm it with me, but I think he's going to take care of the draft board, which was new for us this year. So the draft board, just to give you guys a quick refresher, the draft board is going to be this big poster. Essentially, it's a big poster. It's like 72 inches by 36 inches. It has a spot for all 16 teams. And then there's a slot for each team. A sticker for every player that's drafted as they're picked. Then they get peeled off, put on the board. And this way everyone can keep track of who's got who and who's gone. You don't have to, ask your neighbor. You just look to the board. It's going to be on the wall. It will be visible for every single person in the room. The only person that might have to really go out of their way is there'll be the one chair, the spinner chair. It's going to be it'll be next to them, but behind them. So you'd have to kind of turn this way to look at it. It's like literally just turn like this, and it's right there. The 3 like movie style chairs will be to your left. Anyone against the wall where I kind of sit, you'll be facing it. People at the tables, all you do is look to your left. So I think this is going to work out good for us. And as far as the draft cards, we'll be using the ones Tony, of course, made. I'm only going to print off 1. We don't need to print off 2, because I'm going to use the draft board itself to track who picked who. So there's one less thing you got to worry about writing on. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I'll have everything you need. The draft guides themselves aren't going to get sent out. I'm waiting to the very, very last minute on those, because I think there's going to be a lot of changes from here and our draft. So ideally, probably Thursday before, maybe even Friday. I'm really shooting for that Friday to do it. I want to wait till the very last minute, just so they're most updated. Sometimes things will change, And then, of course, in the room, for anyone there, I will have a draft board, the whiteboard, and it'll have, I already pre-lined it. I just got to put the names in, and that'll be literally, I'll do that one the day of the draft. It's the top 27 offense and top 27 defense players available. Non-quarterbacks, our quarterbacks will not be included in the top 27, and team defenses will not be included in the individual defensive players. It's for just individual defensive players. So probably a lot of linebackers and safeties on that one. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday between 7:30 and 8 a.m. Take care.